All right, joining us from Paris for more on the AI Summit is my colleague Tapas Bhattacharya. Tapas, if you can hear me, talk to us first of all about the major takeaways from the Prime Minister's speech at the summit. Why don't you put the text of his speech in its proper context for our viewers?
Right, so the most important part, he mentioned the fact that it is not just AI, it is aspirational India. For a country of size of India, it is important that they move on in that direction. And more importantly, to mention the fact that the governance is a major issue. Governance is a concern that needs to be understood. AI is here, so skilling, reskilling, these are very important points that he mentioned that needs to be done. Other point he mentioned about the security aspect, the deep fake, the security, the misinformation. These are very important points that he mentioned that needs to be taken into consideration. Also about connected to a global south when it comes to providing them the AI technology, the benefit of that to the global south. That's something that is very important. He, as I mentioned, raised a concern about cyber security, deep fakes, and ensure that technology is rooted to local ecosystem. So in a way, what he's talking about is, if it's about India, then AI technology is made in India for the world or for the local population. So that is very important. Also, nature of job changes, as I mentioned, the skilling and reskilling. Those are very important point that he mentioned. He also mentioned, thanked President Emmanuel Macron, of French President, of inviting him, and he mentioned the fact that the relationship between both the countries is very strong. They are already into international solar alliances and that spill over to AI now, where India is co-chairing this. India has also successfully built a digital public infrastructure. He mentioned that particular point. I know that's something that a lot of people don't know about, and to the world, that's a huge point about India's digital public infrastructure, which is for over 1.4 billion people. So that with the UPI and the way the financial transaction is done, those are very important point. There, you also mentioned the fact that India is now developing AI applications for public good, and India is building large language model, for its diversity of population. Already, we have in India, we have a Bhashini AI, which translates in all the languages that we have. So those points he put forth, and also he mentioned the fact that people should not be worried about machines becoming superior in intelligence to humans, but no one holds the key to our collective future and shared destiny other than us humans. So it is humans, it is us who have to shape our own destiny, and AI is expected to play a crucial role in that. So that's something that came out from his speech. It's a crisp speech. It's a speech that showcases India's commitment towards AI, towards security. Remember, it's a third edition of the AI Summit. First time it has been named AI Action Summit. What action needs to be taken to take AI forward globally? Right now, some developed countries has a bit of a monopoly on that. Some companies have a bit of a monopoly on that. That needs to be stopped. So those are very important things. And I'll tell you something. Ramesh, I will give you a guy, in a short while, and I think in few minutes from now, his paintings, his digital art will be displayed here. His name is Rashid bin, am I right?
Fabin Rashid.
Fabin Rashid is his name. Fabin, tell us, our viewers, you are a digital artist, and your art will be played out here, isn't it?
Yeah. It is a wonderful opportunity, to be here in Paris, exhibiting at the AI Action Summit. It's a 4-video work that is going to be shown. It's made out of AI, and I've been working with subconscious imageries, which really relates to mental images. And now how can that be translated into digital art? And evolving. So
basically what he's saying is that AI has shifted to generative AI. Am I right? Now, generative AI is the future, isn't it?
The term AI itself, there's a lot of evolution, there's a lot of history to it. We call it generative AI. Now it could be something in the future. So right now, what I've been working on, I could, yes, put it under the bracket of generative AI as such, yes.
And tell us, when you came here, they told you, it's a huge, proud moment for you, for the country, also for India, that, your work will be displayed here. For a country like India, it's a huge moment, co-chairing, and this whole place will be showing Fabian's work. So how does it feel?
No pressure. I'm just kidding. No, it's such an honor. It's such an honor that the French presidency as well as the Indian delegations have recognized the work, and it's such an honor to be in this wonderful stage. It's in the center of Grand Palais. It's this 4 large screens, and I'm going to show some of my best work here.
No pressure there?
Yeah, no pressure at all.
That's Fabian. His work will be shown all these. There's a 4 big screen out here. His work will be is shown here. It's a generative AI. It's a work that he has done, subconscious work that he has put on and canvas in a way, and it will be shown here. It's a big moment for India, not just a co-chairing this AI summit, but also India's artists showcasing their talent here in Grand Palais.
Indeed, absolutely fascinating there, Tapas. We've spoken about the Prime Minister's speech. We've also spoken about the artist, Fabian Rashid. Now, let's talk a bit, if you will, before we let you go, about the summit itself. We can see people milling, the delegates milling behind you at the venue of the summit. Talk to us a bit, if you will, about who all are attending this summit, how many countries are there in Paris as we speak, and also the engagements of the Prime Minister through the day.
Right, so what I can tell you, if I can tell my cameraman to show you this, that's the entry point. From there is inside, there is a delegation level talk that is generally happening. All the country, almost 100 countries representatives are here. The tech geniuses, tech innovators, the head of state, prime ministers, presidents, ministers, information minister, technology ministers, all these, from almost 100 countries have turned up. This is the biggest tech summit in the world. Everybody who's who of AI has come here to put forth their views. That is one. The Prime Minister Narendra Modi will be leaving a short while from here. Around 2 o'clock, we believe there will be a press conference of MEE in the hotel. But Prime Minister Narendra Modi will also have a CEO's conference from a short while from now. And then he will leave for Marseille. And from there, we believe, and as I mentioned, as I mentioned to you, Ramesh, these are the artwork you could see. These artwork are being done by Fabian Rashid, and you can see these artwork, amazing artwork has been done, live and exclusive only on TT India, about exactly what India is all about.
So as my colleague Tapas is pointing out, these are the latest visuals of Indian artist Fabian Rashid's works being displayed at the venue of the AI Action Summit being held in Paris.
Ramesh, now, am I audible to you now?
Yes, please, carry on.
Right, so Prime Minister Narendra Modi will leave for Marseille, and I can tell you one point that as per our sources, he is expected to depart from Paris on French president's aircraft, and that's the bonhomie that shows. So we've been told by our sources that that's going to happen. Prime Minister has come here on on his special plane. That plane will also go with him to Marseille, but Prime Minister Modi will be with French President Emmanuel Macron on his special plane. They will be discussing a lot of points. Then they will visit a thermonuclear facility in Marseille. Our correspondent Jessica will be there to give you a detail about that. And then there is a World War II cemetery that is there of Indian soldiers who laid down their life for France. So Prime Minister Modi will be going there as well, and there will be obviously delegation talk. There will be bilateral talks with French President. There are a lot of things that they will be discussing, especially defense, how to increase the number of students, Indian students in France. Right now, currently India, 10,000 Indian students are studying in France. So we believe that the number is expected to touch 25,000. So French president is working on those. French president is talking about that. Defense, as I mentioned, that's a very important aspect. There is also an important aspect about nuclear energy that both countries are working on. So those things will be discussed in threadbare when these two leaders will have a bilateral talk with each other. And then obviously in Marseille we will have an Indian consulate that will be opened by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. So these are short, in a short I can tell you these are the engagement of Prime Minister Modi. And then from there PM will leave on 12th for his trip to United States.
Right, just to recap what Tapas is reporting there from Paris, the artwork that you see behind Tapas at the venue of the summit is by an Indian artist, Fabian Rashid. Those are his works behind him on that big giant screen there. Tapas also reporting that we are standing by for a couple of events, including the Indian Foreign Ministry briefing on the PM's engagements in Paris, and also his meeting with the CEOs in Paris after the summit gets over. And as he mentioned, we are looking forward to the PM traveling along with President Macron in the French President's aircraft to Marseille on his next leg of his visit. Will inaugurate the Indian consulate there in that port city of France. Tapas, thank you. Appreciate it.